Hi, welcome to Main Street Macro. I'm Neela Richardson. It seems like supply shortages are everywhere, from new cars to chicken wings. Well, there are three reasons that you should know about why we're seeing supply disruptions just in time for the holiday shopping season. Number one, why are we seeing supply shortages? Well, that's a very good question, and there are many reasons why your favorite items might be in short supply. For one, the pandemic, it disrupted production of many inputs into things that we like semiconductors, into refrigerators and new cars. The second reason is there's been a disruption in terms of transportation with all the labor shortages. That means there are fewer workers at ports to unload goods. And it also means there are fewer truck drivers to drive these goods around. And there's actually fewer containers even to put the goods in. At the same time, we've seen these supply disruptions. We've also, and this is good news in terms of the economic recovery, we've seen a big pickup in consumer demand. And so, what economics teaches us is that high demand and short supply leads to the second thing you should know about supply disruptions, which is what is the effect on the economy? Well, there's two main effects. One, prices go up. The consumer price index came out showing that prices had increased in a consumer basket of goods to 5.4% from a year ago. That's much faster pace of price increases than we saw before the pandemic. The second effect is that global growth could slow. In fact, that's what the IMF said last week when it released its economic projections, actually downgraded US economic growth to 6% from 7% that it forecasted just this summer. Now, the third question we need to know is how long will it last? And will I still be able to find my favorite boots in times for the holiday shopping season? There's good news here. We do expect the effect of supply disruptions to fade over time because what economics also teaches us is that when prices go up, there's much more reason for companies and manufacturers to produce goods. They make more money. And so we do think that these things fade, especially as the pandemic becomes more under control worldwide, more people get vaccinated, concerns and new cases go down, even though the Delta variant is very much with us. We're seeing some good news on the pandemic front to date. And all of these things will mean that we'll likely see more supply and more of our goods on store shelves in the future. But what does that mean for the holiday shopping season? Well, the best advice we at Main Street Macro can give you right now is to shop early. Thanks for watching us this week. For more information on the week ahead, please go to adpri.org.